Hey everybody! Ever wonder how you remember some things so clearly but others just vanish? Our brains are amazing. They're like supercomputers, constantly processing information. But guess what? They also have a delete button. It's called synaptic pruning. Basically, our brains get rid of information we don't use. It's like cleaning out your closet. You keep the stuff you wear all the time and donate the rest. This helps our brains work faster and more efficiently. Pretty cool, right? So next time you forget something, don't worry. Your brain is just making room for new and exciting memories. Think about it. When was the last time you used a rotary phone? Can't remember? That's your brain's delete button in action. We all want to be liked, right? It's human nature. But did you know it only takes 6 positive interactions to make someone like you? That's right, just 6. This is because our brains are wired to seek connection. When we experience kindness and positivity, our brains release feel-good chemicals like dopamine and oxytocin. These chemicals create a sense of pleasure and connection. So, if you want to make a good impression, remember the power of 6. Be kind, be positive, and watch the magic happen. Think about someone you really like. Chances are, you've had more than 6 positive interactions with them. Ever feel like everyone's watching you? Like you've got a spotlight shining down? Don't worry, you're not alone. It's called the spotlight effect, and it's a common psychological phenomenon. Our brains tend to overestimate how much attention others are paying to us. We think everyone notices our every move, but the truth is, they're probably too busy worrying about their own spotlights. So next time you feel self-conscious, remember the spotlight effect. Take a deep breath and relax. Chances are, no one's even looking. Remember that time you tripped and fell in public? You probably thought everyone saw, but most people likely didn't even notice. Ever notice how you start to act like your friends? Or how you unconsciously mimic someone's body language when you're talking to them? That's the chameleon effect in action. Humans are social creatures, and we're hardwired to mirror the behavior of those around us. It's a way of building rapport and showing empathy. So next time you're trying to connect with someone, pay attention to their body language and try mirroring it subtly. You might be surprised at how quickly you build a connection. Think about how you greet your friends versus how you greet your boss. Your tone of voice and body language probably change subconsciously. Section 5. The Benjamin Button Effect. Nostalgia isn't what it used to be. Remember when things were simpler? When the days seemed longer and the summers felt endless? When life was carefree and full of joy? Those moments of laughter with friends, the feeling of sand between your toes, and the warmth of the sun on your face. Nostalgia is a powerful emotion, but it can also be misleading. It often brings a tear to the eye and a smile to the face, but it's important to remember that it's not always an accurate reflection of the past. Our brains tend to remember the past through rose-colored glasses, filtering out the negative and focusing on the positive. This selective memory can make the past seem much better than it actually was. This is because our brains are wired to seek pleasure and avoid pain. It's a survival mechanism that helps us cope with life's challenges. So next time you find yourself longing for the good old days, remember the Benjamin Button effect. It's a reminder that our memories are not always reliable. The past wasn't always perfect, and the present moment is just as worthy of your appreciation. Embrace the now and find joy in the little things around you. Think about your favorite childhood toy, the one you couldn't live without, the one that brought you endless hours of happiness. It probably seemed amazing back then, but would it hold the same magic today? Our perceptions change as we grow, and what once seemed extraordinary might now seem ordinary. Instead of longing for the past, let's create new memories and cherish the present. After all, today's moments are tomorrow's nostalgia. Section 6. Decision fatigue. Why too many choices can be exhausting. Ever feel overwhelmed by too many choices? Like you just can't make up your mind? You're not alone. It's called decision fatigue, and it's a real thing. Our brains have limited cognitive resources, and every decision we make depletes those resources. The more decisions we make, the more tired our brains become, leading to poor decision-making. So next time you're feeling overwhelmed by choices, try simplifying. Limit your options or give yourself permission to make a good enough decision. Your brain will thank you. Think about going grocery shopping when you're hungry. You're more likely to make impulse purchases because your brain is tired and craving sugar. Section 7. The Power of Touch. How physical contact builds trust. Did you know that a simple touch can have a powerful impact on our relationships? It's true. Physical contact releases oxytocin, the cuddle hormone, which promotes feelings of trust, bonding, and connection. A gentle touch on the arm, a warm hug, or a pat on the back can all strengthen our social bonds and make us feel more connected to others. Of course, it's important to be respectful of personal boundaries, but don't be afraid to show your loved ones you care with a little physical affection. Think about how good it feels to hug a loved one after a long day. That's the power of touch in action. Section 8. The Pygmalion Effect. Believing is seeing. Ever notice how people tend to live up to our expectations of them? It's called the Pygmalion Effect, and it's a powerful force in our lives. When we believe in someone's potential, we treat them differently, and they, in turn, rise to the occasion. Our beliefs shape our actions, and our actions shape our reality. So if you want to see the best in others, start by believing in them. Your belief can make all the difference. Think about a time when someone believed in you, even when you doubted yourself. Their belief probably gave you the confidence to succeed. Section 9. The What the Heck Effect. Why we throw in the towel. Ever start a diet only to break it after one slip-up? Maybe you had a piece of cake at a party or indulged in some junk food late at night. Or give up on a project after a minor setback. Perhaps you missed a deadline or made a small error, and suddenly the whole project feels doomed. That's the what the heck effect in action. Our brains hate inconsistency. When we set a goal and then deviate from it even slightly, it creates a mental conflict. This conflict is known as cognitive dissonance, and it's incredibly uncomfortable. Our minds crave harmony and consistency, so when we break a rule or deviate from a goal, it feels like a significant failure. To alleviate this discomfort, we often throw in the towel completely, figuring, what the heck? I already messed up. It's easier to abandon the goal entirely than to deal with the discomfort of inconsistency. But here's the thing. One slip-up doesn't have to derail your entire progress. A single mistake is just that, a single mistake. It doesn't define your entire journey. Instead of giving up, acknowledge the setback, forgive yourself, and get back on track. Remember, progress over perfection. Each step forward, no matter how small, is still progress. Think about a time when you gave up on something after a small mistake. Reflect on how that decision made you feel in the long run. Did it bring you closer to your goals? Or did it set you back even further? Could you have kept going if you had reframed your thinking? Imagine the progress you could have made if you had simply acknowledged the mistake and moved forward. The key is to be kind to yourself and understand that setbacks are a natural part of any journey. So next time you face a setback, remember the what the heck effect and choose to keep going. Your future self will thank you for it. Section 10. The Power of Yet. Embracing a growth mindset. We all have areas where we excel and areas where we struggle. It's a natural part of being human. Some of us might be great at sports, while others excel in academics or creative arts. But what if, instead of seeing our weaknesses as limitations, we saw them as opportunities for growth? Imagine facing a challenging task and feeling a sense of excitement rather than dread. What if every obstacle was viewed as a stepping stone to becoming better, stronger, and more skilled? That's the power of yet. This small three-letter word can transform our approach to learning and personal development. When we add yet to our self-talk, we shift from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. Instead of feeling defeated by our current limitations, we start to see them as temporary and surmountable. Instead of saying, "I'm not good at math," we say, "I'm not good at math yet." This subtle change in language can have a profound impact on our motivation and perseverance. This simple shift in language opens up a world of possibilities. It encourages us to keep trying, to keep pushing our boundaries, and to never give up. It tells our brains that we are capable of learning and growing, and that our current abilities are not set in stone. Our brains are incredibly adaptable and capable of forming new connections and pathways. So, embrace the power of yet and watch your potential soar. Every small step forward is a victory, and every setback is just a setup for a comeback. Think about something you're still learning. It could be a new language, a musical instrument, or even a professional skill. Are you approaching it with a growth mindset? Are you giving yourself the grace to learn and grow at your own pace? Remember, every expert was once a beginner. They faced challenges, made mistakes, and learned from them. So keep pushing forward, stay curious, and never underestimate the power of yet.